Where's TK today? Today we are outside of Carlsbad Caverns in New Mexico. We're on the border of Texas and Carlsbad, or New Mexico, whatever.
Between Guadalupe Mountain National Park and Carlsbad.
Yep, so, but that's week 10. We're working on week 8 right now. Week 8 started off by us leaving Indian Point Campground, and it was Google had sent us way off the trail because there was a river crossing that they said the road gets closed. We did cross that river. It was 6 inches at the most at the deepest point.
I mean, it was definitely running over the road.
Yeah, it was, but it was designed to do that. It was designed to work its way across the road quite a few times. So we drove across it, no big deal. Saved us probably a half hour back and forth.
Yeah, they still had the signs and the barriers up that it was flooded, but so we had come through after that all kind of dissipated.
From there, we went to Tonto National Monument. It's another cliff dwelling. New Mexico is littered in cliff dwellings. So
and very small. It was definitely just a pop in, and part of it was closed.
From the previous storms, it had some damage to the trail. So it was very original. It wasn't rebuilt like a lot of the places that we've gone to. So they did have a ranger up on the top to make sure everybody was minding their P's and Q's from the 1300s.
The advantage of the 360 camera, I think you've got some footage for this, yeah? It's Tom was able to put the 360 kind of over some of the barriers on a large selfie stick, I guess it is, and see inside, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. So we got a different view, and the guy was real nervous. Oh, be careful, be careful.
Don't touch that.
After we left the Tonto cliff dwellings, we drove Apache Trail. This was an interesting thing because I'd seen it on Instagram once or twice, and I penned it because I really wanted to do it. It
was beautiful. I didn't know where we were going or this was a thing, so I got to see it with surprised eyes, and it was awesome.
And we did take a lot of 360 video off of the back of the camper, so there's going to be a whole nother video of just along the Salt River Canyon Apache Trail, because it was phenomenal. And we had planned on going quite a ways through it and then camping, but every time we drove a little bit, we're like, oh my God, we have to stay here. And so we'd pull over and we'd just camp right in the Salt River. Beautiful area, just us.
Was that the Burnt Coral?
That was the Burnt Coral. So there's actually an official campground, Burnt Coral Campground, which was on the other side of that little tunnel of the
little grass tunnel.
Yeah, which was kind of cool. And they had full services, hookups, dumps, water, electrical, all that type of stuff.
And didn't need to. We have everything we need. So we stayed in the dispersed.
Right on the water. It was great.
It was lovely. Very windy, but lovely.
After we left that camp, we went to Tortilla Flats.
Tortilla Flats, yeah. Yeah, it consists of, I think, 3 buildings and a campground.
Yeah, and the campground was closed because of the water damage from the previous month. Another ghost town. It's another little shit shacks.
We bought some pickles, though.
We did buy some pickles. Kind of expensive, $15 for a jar of pickles.
Yeah,
but
and they were good. They were good. I don't know if they were $14 good, but
we finished the Apache Trail. On the Apache Trail, also, we did an overnight on just a high mountain peak. We were driving around looking for some place to camp, and we ended up on a mountain peak with some really pretty views and that windy road. That was actually where the Apache Trail turned from dirt back to asphalt. Yeah, Goldfield Ghost Town. It's just another one of those stops that.
It's more put together than Tortilla Flats was. Like, they had an old Victorian house that was once a brothel, so that they would take you on tours. It was a ghost house. There was a saloon, there was a restaurant. The church
we walked into is very pretty.
So there were actually buildings to see and things to do. And the mine tours.
What do you think this thing did? Can't tell if these arms are supposed to spin around or maybe it's just crushing stuff. Nice weld, so look at that. That night we camped at
Cactus Forest. That was one of my favorites. The lighting there was absolutely stunning at dusk. Flattering, beautiful light.
Yeah, so vibrant, and for being the evening and the different colors that you could see in the horizon, and then all silhouetting the cactuses that were, 20, 30 feet tall, and every one of them individual. There wasn't one that looked like the other.
Yeah, it was beautiful. And the sunset was stunning that night too. I liked that one.
After we left that campground, we went to Casa Grande National Park.
Yeah.
National Park, National Monument. But it's just a big house that was preserved. It was interesting. We took a lot of video. It's had multiple roofs on it, just trying to protect it.
The museum was good. There's lots of artifacts and details in the museum, although the lot was closed for the day as well. I can't remember why, but they had like the gift shop and bookstore and all of that was all closed. Not that we're looking to buy anything, but
I remember they had a movie too, right?
I don't know if
We've gone to so many movies at so many national parks, I kind of lose track of them.
Yeah, I feel like we did, because it's a bit of an older area, and they have signs up saying that their signage is old. So
That's right, because their movie had antiquated, in today's current environment, terminology that would not fly in schools today.
They had signs saying the way we're referring to all these people is offensive, but we haven't been able to change our signs yet. I don't remember what the original name was, but they were now the ancestral Sonoran desert people.
Yes.
Was the correct term to be using.
Before that, we stopped by Manuel's mom, our good friend Manuel that we've known for 20 years. Well, I've known for 20 years. You've known for 5. He was telling us that his mom right there.
Right outside the park, Casa Grande.
Yeah.
The town itself was Elroy?
It'll be right down here.
Arroy. It wasn't. It looks like Elroy, but it's not.
And she was sweet as could be.
Oh,
she was just a lovely woman. Made us fresh tortillas. Found out that they make fresh tortillas every morning. I thought it was just for us. I thought maybe they never ate tortillas except for when guests came by.
Oh, yeah.
Made me a cup of coffee. Almost made Karen a cup of coffee, which would have been really funny.
Yeah, I would have drank it, but I would have hated every second of it.
Oh, I almost shouldn't have said anything.
I know. She was very sweet.
Yes, very nice. And the 2 little cousins running around.
Yeah, they were cuties.
Yeah, they were fun too. Once they warmed up. That night we went to Gilbert Ray Campground. Nothing special, state campground. When we left there and on our way to Empire Ranch, we stopped by the Mission.
I'm gonna slaughter it. It was Xavier Xavier Mission.
But what I loved the most were the wooden doors. The weathered, thousands of hands have been on them doors.
Yeah, they used a lot of building material, local building material, obviously. They were doing some renovations, so the whole front facade was a screen. Which at least the screen was a picture of what the church would look like, which was nice.
For that, we split up, and Karen went to go do laundry. I ran off to the Prim Air and Space Museum. That was fun. So many airplanes, like something like 400 airplanes on 80 acres they have out there. I mean, they have planes just every corner, every nook and cranny. They actually have a tram that will drive you through 50% of the place in an hour, explaining some of the planes, which was really cool.
I haven't done coin laundry and I don't even know how many years. I mean, it's faster. You gotta love that. And the young gal that was there at the counter, she was very sweet as I asked her probably the stupidest questions that anybody has ever asked as they walked in. Because I couldn't for a moment tell the difference between the washers and the dryers and the different sizes and where to put the money and all of that jazz. So she had to walk me through it, and she was very sweet when she did.
Yeah, they have little washers. They have huge washers. Are the big washers more efficient because you can do more, or are the little washers, is it better to grab like 5 little washers compared to 1 big washer? I don't know. And
their bathroom was closed, which is whatever, and there wasn't much else in that little plaza. But after handling some quarters, because I had gathered a pile of quarters, and we went through them all for this one particular laundry run, but my hands were black. Money is gross.
Yeah, it is.
So I asked the gal about the bathroom, and she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, it's closed because there's no toilet paper." And I said, "Honestly, I just need to do something about this." And so she let me in, and I scraped off some of the coin.
That night we did land at Empire Ranch. Part of a conservatory of 43,000 acres of grassland that was homesteaded in the 1860, I think it was homestead, where it was just a 2-room adobe house. Welcome to the Empire Ranch. Look at this place. This is from the 1870s. And they have all these really cool signs about the different parts of the house. This is the original house. This is the Victorian expansion, and then this is something like 22 rooms here. And there's nobody here to help you out. Kitchen still smells like coffee. Pantry. Somebody's room. Well, let's see, where's the sign? Bookkeeping quarters guest room. This circuit building is part of the 1878 Van Harley rear addition. That's the spot right there. Very cool. Let's look around. And as the ranchers came in and would upgrade it and bring more cattle in, the ranch got bigger and bigger and bigger. Eventually it got to the point of being 22-room ranch house. They actually had a commissary. All the food was taken care of by the ranch. Tons of calories had to be delivered to these guys because they were so active and they were so required and necessary to run the ranch. It kept growing and growing and growing until eventually Bureau of Land Management cut back on the amount of cattle grazing, the amount of cattle per acre of BLM grazing land. At that point, it just became unprofitable for them to continue that big of an operation. And then eventually the Nature Conservatory took over the land and it was granted to them to keep as an open place for somebody to see what a ranch looked like 150 years ago. It was really set up well. All sorts of plaques in all of the rooms that showed you what room it was, what the room was designed for, what stage of build that room was put in. And it kind of gave you a really interesting idea of how life was 150 years ago on a ranch. They didn't get electricity till 1957. They would have outdoor cooling areas. Night, they would put the meat out. And then as it started to warm up, they would cover it all with burlap, keep it cool during the heat of the day. If you had an opportunity to run out there.
Yeah, you can definitely tell it was cow grazing. They left a lot of signs behind.
Yeah. And it still is used for cattle grazing. It's just not used that big of a scale. And that was week 8, spending most of our time around the Tucson, Arizona area.
We popped into Phoenix for a day and just went for a bike ride and left. We're not looking for big cities.
That's it for now. Happy trails.
See you out there.